This is a 3-pound bag, and I plan on using all these apples. We peel our apples. I'm going to cut them up and put them into my pot. Small pieces.
I'm coming back in.
Alright, so here's my apples, and I'm going to add a little bit of water just up to about equal where the apples are in the pan. I'm going to add sugar as it's cooking. I'm going to get it to a boil. I'm going to put like about a cup of sugar in to start with, and then we'll taste it and go from there. And I'm also going to add allspice in, and I completely do it by sight. So I'll just show you how much I add. Ground allspice is what we add in. Maybe just a little bit less than a cup of sugar. But with this, it's just going to sprinkle it in. And I'm going to add some in, and then I may come back later and add a little more just to see what it tastes like once it starts cooking. So I've just kind of coated it right now, and we'll see how much more I need to add later. I had this on high heat to get to a boil, and I turned it down to a medium so we can kind of let this stuff start. I don't want it to burn. I just want the apples to start cooking up. So here's what we have right now. Stir it occasionally, just kind of keep an eye on it as it cooks down. Okay, so we're still cooking the apples down, and as I'm cooking, I'm chopping a little bit with my spoon. If I need to and the apples aren't cooking up, I would get a chopper out and start chopping them down. This is doing good with my spoon. So I'm going to go in here and do this as I stir. Make sure I'm chopping too. So here's what we got. We're finished letting the apples cook up. I'm going to taste it here, let it cool a little bit, and then taste it and see if we need to add any more spices or sugars to it. I'm going to spray 6 pie pans. These are Mom's old pie pans. I don't even know if you can buy these anymore.
Keep going, keep going.
They're metal, and I'm going to spray these and have them ready because this recipe is going to make 6 pies. Make sure you get the sides good. And the bottom. I'm going to add 7 cups of flour into my bowl. So it takes 3 cups of Crisco, and it's the Crisco bars, and this is 1 cup each. So all 3 bars goes in, and we mix a little water in it to make the dough. The Crisco and the flour, and I'm going to add a little water, just a little bit at a time until I get this mixed up.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so I've got the dough to this point. Now you got to get your hands in it. Probably have to add a little bit more flour to it, but it's got to be mixed up really, really good, and all that Crisco's got to be mixed and blended in. So you got to get your hands in there and get it mixed up. Add a little bit more flour to kind of, so it won't be so gooey. Alright, you want to get some flour on your rolling pin. And I've got the dough out, kind of got it manageable. On some flour. Make sure it has flour on it. Roll it out. You want it to be thin.
I got qualified. Is this your last game on that?
Alright, and then you're going to take it over here and try to carry it over to your pan without getting holes in it and stuff.
You got a little bit of a
Cover it over.
It's really like a taco ring.
And then use your hands,
And
press it into the side of your pan.
gonna cool up. I joined you.
And you just take your hands and rake the top part off. There you go. We're going to set it to the side until we get the rest of them done. So we've got the crust almost ready to go in the oven. I'm preheating at 350 degrees. I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to poke little holes all in it. And this is going to keep it from bubbling up and making like big air bubbles in your bread, even on the sides. Do it all the way around, and then we're going to put it in there just until it browns, and then we'll get it out. Then we'll put the pie filling in, and then put a top on it and bake the top. First round of the crust, base crust is finished. This is a one getting ready to go in versus what it looks like when it's finished. Not super brown, but you can tell it's a little bit golden. So now I'm going to add apples to these. I'm going to spoon over apples into the crust. I'll show you about how much. Don't like it real thick.
You made it?
And then when we get these done, we'll start making the top crust for it.
You qualified?
That's about it. And so now I'm going to fill the rest of them up. Alright, so you roll out another crust, bring it over and put it on top of the apples that you already put in. And then you just kind of flatten it down, push the sides in, and scrape the excess off the sides with your hands. Okay. So we're going to take our fork again, poke holes in the top of our pie crust so it don't make big bubbles when we put it in the oven. And then stick it in the oven for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. We're just watching it. I'm not really timing. And I'll show you what they look like when they come out. Here's your finished product. Old-fashioned apple pie, just like Nana used to make. I'd love to have a video of her making it. So hopefully this helps you. And you can take the recipe, tweak it, make it how you like it. But always remember Nana's apple pies. I love you.